Hey, what's up YouTube, Benny here and welcome back to the VFL My Pro series. Now, looking at the title of the video and the thumbnail, you could probably already tell, but I've decided to join VFL Everton, playing under JB and Murphy, who are the managers. As you may or may not know, Season 15 and Season 16 saw me have some difficulties getting out the full episodes due to me not having my PC, but the PC is here now so I can edit my videos, render them out for you guys, so look forward to having a full series of VFL My Pro. Also, before I get into the games and show you some highlights, as you can see on this screen, I am representing Thiago. Normally I scan my own game facing and play as myself, but for this season I've decided to go with Thiago, so yeah. Those of you boys who are watching this video from the VFL, please drop a like, you know how this goes. Comment on what you think of the results as well. If you aren't familiar with what the VFL is, I'll leave a link in the description. It's basically a virtual football league. It's a replication of real life. So you've got the BPL, Championship, Bundesliga, Serie A, all kinds of different leagues. There's hundreds of teams. Go get yourself signed up. It's really enjoyable. 11v11 clubs. It's awesome. Game week 1 features 5 games, of which 4 I was available for. As you can see at the very top, Everton 3, Cardiff 0. The boys managed to bring home the victory. I was unavailable due to work, and also after that game we did play Schalke, which was an awesome game. It was really good, but that game will be saved for a Super Cup special. I will put all of my Super Cup games into one VFL My Pro episode, but for now we're just going to stick with the league game. So yep, 3-0 against Cardiff. The next game, the second game of the league, was against Fulham. Let's see how we got on. VFL Fulham at home, we were away, looking to get a result out of this game, as Fulham were tipped to be doing quite well this season, as Murphy has the ball out wide, JB playing the ball across to Gray. Gray finds myself. I play a lovely little first time ball to Shifty, who just doesn't manage to get his shot off, and Dooley collects it. 14th minute though, and we do get the first goal of the game. Lovely little ball there from Shifty, and Murphy puts it into the back of the net. 22nd minute, Fulham with a corner. It's whipped in towards the back post, headed back across. Suarez with the default, and it's a good save by Kobe. And from the second corner we managed to clear it away. Murphy pings it over to JB with a lovely little reverse back heel torpid. First time ball over to Murphy. Good save there from Dooley again. 62nd minute, first half went a little bit dead after that chance. Shifty with the header. Dooley manages to pull out another top save. Fulham though looking to get back into the game in the 73rd minute. Whipped in there. I managed to lose the header against Morgan. It's whipped back in. Hendo and Morgan have a little bit of a clash in the box, and the ball comes to Suarez, who power headers it somehow from that angle into the back of the net, but straight from that we went on the attack. Shifty again with the reverse ball to Murphy, very similar to the first goal, and he tucks it away for his second of the game. 2-1, 80 minutes on the clock. Looks like we were going to see this game out, but we weren't done there, as Fulham conjuring up a last minute attack. Everyone's knackered, everyone's pulling up. Lovely header from J-Pets. Morgan, good save there from Kobe, and it's headed away from Hendo, and Suarez can't get his shot off, and the game ends at 2-1 there. As you can see, with the 3-0 against Cardiff and the 2-1 against Fulham, we're on 6 out of 6 points. Good start so far to season 17, as we come up against Crystal Palace, another good team, another team tipped for Premier League glory in the prediction threads, as Shifty there had the first chance, chose to chip it instead of hitting it. Very unlucky. Murphy with the second chance, and it takes a deflection, and it's hoofed away by Haxby. Free kick for Murphy now. 34th minute, goes short. Torpid doesn't come through the wall, but it bundles back to Murphy, who releases a rocket of a shot, and it hits the crossbar, and Shifty's follow-up is a bit weak, and Bezant can simply catch that. Shifty again with the shot. Deflection, Murphy surely! And no, Bezant manages to get across and save it. Brilliant goalkeeping performance from Bezant. He definitely deserved man of the match. I do believe that Tayboy, the manager, gave it to him. As we come forward again, piling on the pressure, JB whips in a ball, and Haxby's there to clear it away. We just couldn't get on the end of any passes in the box, and we get punished for it, as Crystal Palace's second shot of the game. At half time we managed 8 shots, they only had 1. That was their second shot of the game by Creative Cavani, and it was simply on the break. A wide ball here from Barini goes through, and it's into the back of the net, and we found ourselves 1-0 down looking for an instant reply to get back on track, and that's what we get here as Murphy has the shot. Good save by Bezant onto the post, but thankfully JB's there with the follow-up, and that concludes the game highlights. It ended 1-1. After that, the game went pretty stale. Both teams looking to get the win, but unfortunately neither did get a goal. 1-1 there, 7 points out of a possible 9 as we move on to Leicester, who at this point I think we're in the relegation zone. They still are at the time of making this video, but fair play to Leicester. They did something which we didn't do, and as you can tell by the highlights, they came out and they came at us, and we really weren't expecting this kind of performance. As Cobby, fair play to Cobby, our goalkeeper, he kept us in the game very much for the first half. James whips in another free kick, and as you can see from the highlights, it was all Leicester as we managed to get a decent attack in the 44th minute as JB there got fouled. And that's another thing to mention in this game. The referee was giving us absolutely nothing, but the keeper manages to make a save anyway. And from the second half, we had a little bit of a team talk at half-time in the half-time lobby, and it seemed to work as we came straight back out after half-time. JB whips it in, Shifty manages to get in front of Murphy. Either one of them could have put it in the back of the net, but Shifty does with the header. It doesn't matter really who gets the goals as long as we did get it, and it was a lovely little roulette there from JB, and the ball in was inch perfect. Going into the 51st minute, it's a long ball over the top, and TW James here has the shot, and Cobby manages to save it. And this is what I mean, Leicester again with the pressure, and this time they do get the goal. One of our centre-backs dropped back there far too early, and we were very disappointed to concede. No disrespect to Leicester, but it was a game which we saw as winnable, and we saw it winnable by a large amount. But we go into the last attack of the game, and we get the get out of jail card there with Shifty. Nice little tap in there for his second of the game. Murphy there, the ball across, and like I said, we managed to get away with that result. I don't think we deserved it. Big up to Leicester. You put in a really good performance there, really frustrated us. And yeah, I wasn't expecting that as we moved on again to another game which we saw as winnable. Again, no disrespect to Charlton, but these guys are, I think, bottom of the league now after this absolute, I'm trying not to use a word that would offend them, but they really did get demolished, as all you're going to see in this highlight reel, boys, is goal after goal. Shifty manages to keep this one in. It's played back across to Murphy. Lovely little close control. JB with the header. Good save onto the crossbar. Murphy, though, luckily it bounces to him and he gets his goal there. 2-0 up already within 27 minutes as I managed to win the ball back here. Play it back to JB, who's going to play it to Murphy. Comes back inside, takes a shot. Lucky deflection. I don't know what their defender was doing, but Murphy bundles it into the back of the net. And I do believe that that was his half-an-hour hat-trick as JB manages to win the ball, plays it across to me, and I get my first goal in the league of this season on the 45th minute. Easy tap-in, open net. Well played to JB for sweating that. I'm going to hand you over to Game Chat for this one.
Anti-Benny.
Oh, JB.
Oh, that is cheeky. That is
Oh my god.
That is so
JB, that is disgusting. Oh, that is disgusting.
That is so cheeky.
Oh my god. No fucking way, JB.
Great goal from JB there. Well, great pass from JB, sorry. Great goal from Shifty. And if you're watching Bruce, I think that'll be your goal of the week, mate. Moving on with some more goals. Murphy there with his 4th. And again, Murphy charging at the defence for his 5th as he buries it into the bottom corner. And all of a sudden, Charlton came at us. And I'm going to hand you over to Game Chat again as we get a bit of banter from the Charlton boys.
Why is that fucking bell?
Relax.
Sheet's gone.
Where's your clean sheet? Where's your clean sheet? Where's your clean sheet? Fucking good.
BT Ronaldo there with an absolute banger. Another goal of the week contender there for you, Brucers. Murphy takes the shot and we get the 8th goal. And I get my 2nd of the game. Keeper came out a bit too early. I just simply took it past him. I didn't want to celebrate because I felt we were taking the mickey at this point. But we weren't done there yet, boys, as Ridgway crosses it in. Shifty with the touch and a lovely little scissor kick And that's 3 decent goals in one game. Moving on to the last highlight of the game, Murphy sweats it across to JB, who just taps it in. 10-1. I think in the La Liga we had Legans or Leganes, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I think they beat somebody 11-0. We managed to beat Charlton 10-1. Again, great results as we summarise all of our results. So 3-0 against Cardiff, 2-1 against Fulham, drew against Palace, 2-1 against Leicester, and of course that humiliation of Charlton, 10-1. Let's take a look at the table after game week 1. There we are at the top of the table, 14 goal difference. Crystal Palace, West Ham joint on 13 points. We have Southampton there in 4th, Liverpool in 5th, and Huddersfield in 6th. All predicted to be title contenders at the start of the season, so it's no surprise to see them up there. Manchester United seem to be struggling, as do Fulham. I'm sure they have their own reasons for that, but hopefully in game week 2 we can continue this run of form, and yeah, we can hopefully push for the title. And he goes back outside, and he comes back inside. There has to be a penalty, and it is. Great skill there from Traore.